following movement has been reworked for atmospheric flight. And you're out of it now.
Sorry,
So
I'll go back in.
We'll show that maybe later.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem, no problem. You focus on the mission. I like it.
Yeah. Don't die, Rebecca. No, I'm not in God mode. Yes, I'm in God mode.
No, you're not.
I don't.
Yeah, are you? Seriously?
Oh, actually, you know what?
Oh, that was a nice shot.
You capture the location, do not let them retake it. So this is a dynamic mission type. There's a low enemy present. Oh, something is blasting into...
Okay.
Oh, God.
So that's reinforcements.
Yeah, kill that roller.
That roller is messing you up.
Messing up your life.
You almost got it.
Oh, man. Roller is messing. Okay, they're coming in, though. Oh, God.
Oh, the guys. The orbital pods.
Are you kidding?
The orbital pods need serious repair coming down.
Okay, orbital pods. Thank you, Syndicate. I need a friend. If this was a co-op game, I would have someone helping me. Okay, mid-enemy presence. That's all right. I haven't used my ult yet, and I don't know if I will. Oh, God. Oh! So maybe I'll go to the air.
But people commenting about the Grenier level. As you go deeper into the planes, the Grenier level up. So if you want a harder challenge, you want harder things to do, go deeper into the planes to get harder.
I don't have my combat arc ring. This was a mistake.
It's still summoned though, isn't it?
Yeah, but... Oh my God. Thank you, Syndicate Brock. If I had silence on, that guy's having a bad day.
You know, it's really interesting just seeing you use all of those Warframe powers that we've had for quite a while, but it's in this crazy context. What'd you do? Like you're maybe 100 meters from the gate, and there's all this, there's just a camp, there's all this reinforcement.
Oh, God.
There's so much to do here, and it feels so different when you're in the context of a very much more open landscape. It just feels so fresh.
Yeah, it honestly is. Like, I'm kind of addicted. Right now, the spawns are white. Oh, high enemy presence. Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is a lot of shit's coming in. Yep.
Currently, this is balanced for four players.
For not
playing solo right now, we haven't pared down the enemy counts.
I'm watching this and drinking his beer.
No, don't worry, Tom.
He's laughing at you.
Honestly, so here for me as a Warframe player for a long time, I just am in a state of total joy when it's like I can go explore the planes and I can choose to, and I chose to do this liberation mission. Lotus came on and she was like, hey, if you want to go do this, go to the waypoint. And I'm like, I think I will do that. And here we are. It's hard because, you know.
30 seconds left, I think. 37 seconds left.
Exactly. So. Oh, come on. Another ship? Oh, God.
This is going to make the last one.
You can do it.
Come on, come on.
I can do it.
Come on, more damage, more damage.
Hold
more
on.
dots,
More dots.
More dots.
More dots.
All right.
You like that back needs to be updated.
I know, it shouldn't be metal ship on Earth. All right, so we did it. So I did the alert. Oh, clear remaining enemies. Lotus, come on. How hard
She's demanding.
How hard are you going to make me work, girl? I have it on really low sensitivity, so that is...
I think you're doing a great job.
All right. Oh. Get out of here, baddies. Okay, so now it's serious. I've cleared enough enemies that I have the markers. That's how you know. Get. He's playing. He's tangoing with me. All right, this is the last enemy. Hiding in the bush. And his death will be. All right, so I did it. That's the last of them. This location is ours now. So I did a little alert, placeholder reward. But yeah.
So, shouldn't call those alerts, by the way.
No.
Yes, those Grenier do have different sounds. Those are, I would call them tusk Grenier.
Yeah.
Grenier.
So the interesting thing about that as well is she did the alert, which we're going to rename, but she also got a reward, and on that reward we actually saved off
All our progress
progress.
and everything, yeah.
So if she had done
Oh, that was the-
mining,
that was
if she
the
had
point
done
where
any
you-
rewards,
I see.
you know, her.
So the mining that she did do got saved off.
Yep.
Yep. Great.
This looks really good.
So right now we're looking out into the.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god.
This is the new Warframe or Arcane controls.
Yes. So the new Arcwing controls, you're basically you're always oriented to the
Oh, got it.
ground, so you're not. Well, if you're pressing forward, you're not going towards your aim. You're just going forward and backward and left and right, and you have to actually use the up and down keys to hover and lower, unless you're in the sprint. And when you're in the sprint, then you get it back into the 6 degrees of freedom, and you can fly and invert,
Okay.
and then we reorient you when you start aiming and shooting back to the plane. Makes it really, really easy to engage as you go around.
It kind of feels like being a gunner in a helicopter.
Yes.
You know, so you're not where you're looking, not smacking the hills anymore. You've done a good job of that. Yes.
Yeah. The
So
work.
here we are. We're at this coastal base, which is another area. There could have been one of these dynamic missions that spawned here. But you can see again the object density, the dynamic systems going at play. We're now maybe a half a kilometer away from that beginning, from the gate of Cetus.
Oh God, I do not want him calling it. Yes. All right. Oh. So if it did get a little too heated for me, I would have been sad. But I got the drone before it called in reinforcements, which was.
I see people talking about bleedo timers. It's going to remain the same, so stay together. If you decide to break off from your squad and go off and do a thing and you get down, well, the timer's the same. So your squad better save you or you're going to survive.
Exactly. And one thing that I don't think we've shown yet, and it is a little bit work in progress, so just bear with me as I get there, but we have caves.
Oh, there's caves.
Oh man.
So as you're exploring the plains of Eidolon, you might find secret little entrances. Bear with this one because I think it's still coming together. But, and this is this type of area where a lot of these are spawning. So I'm not sure if that's intentional, that we're going to have mining be underground. But
Well,
Cave sounds good.
the mining kind of works. It finds the rock material and spawns things. So if you're in a cave, there's a lot of rock
So
material.
it's sort of naturally affording
Gotcha.
affording that. So
Gotcha.
something maybe a little bit safer. You won't get smacked by rollers the whole time.
So
But if Brendan's watching, I think this looks a little too much.
nerf it, Brendan.
Hey, Brendan.
So Lotus is giving me another random alert just in the time I was waiting. I'm going to do a dev hack here because you guys have seen a lot of day, and I think we want to see. I'm going to hack us in tonight.
And so these caves haven't gotten a lighting pass yet
No.
and a final pass on art yet. So just keep that in mind. That's all coming very quickly, very soon.
But yes, so now that I've oh dear. So I've hacked it to be night, and there's something glowing in the distance there. Quite so. Oh God, sure do. Oh my God. So there it is, boys and girls.
Yes. So these are kind of, these islands are kind of trying to rebuild themselves. So they're really not in this, a traditional Warframe enemy where they're out to kill you right off the bat.
Yeah, I think kind of the conceptual idea for them is they're kind of left over from the old war. What happened here severely damaged during that war, and I think you'll always see a design. In the design, they'll speak to the engines they were damaged. So this guy, so the chief, he lost his arm in the war, and that's kind of making the energy that gives him life is now kind of out of control. And
Oh God.
he's a little confused as a result, so he kind of wanders around looking for his long lost arm.
It's very sad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, okay. Don't know how much we can show of this. But this is kind of,
I can't do anything.
if you've been playing Warframe for years, this is really a love letter to you. It's a very different gameplay. There's going to be, it feels a bit like a Monster Hunter kind of vibe, but in with the Warframe.
No, and I can't. And this is why the focus rework launching with Plains of Eidolon is so important, and we're going to show you a little bit of what that means for you and your operator. But I'm going to flee because I know there's nothing I can do right now. Yes, they are.
right, so he's got these extra spirits at that.
Oh god. So I'm getting just destroyed right now. I'm trying to.
Kind of 6 deaths.
Yeah.
That your health 3. Oh, there's one.
All right. So
Oh, that she would have died
Yeah.
if she wasn't over.
I got this one, and then there's sort of their Oro, I guess you could say, quote unquote. But I know that I can't.
And so what I really love about this enemy is that initially, because
Oh,
he
those
doesn't
Grenier
really,
are gonna get destroyed. Oh, kill him. Oh, he's going for me.
look out.
A lot of his attacks are not necessarily.
Oh!
Look at this. It is time for doom.
A lot of his attacks are not necessarily directed at a single target. He's very AoE and very reactive to players, so you won't see him shooting his giant gun at a single target. It's more of a like, get away from me, I'm so big, I don't need to bother with you, you let me fly. So there's lots of like swatting at you while he's trying to accomplish what his goal is. So.
Get me out of here. Send me back home to Cetus, please.
this special expedition to Everest in Vior, we invite you to journey across the mountain where you'll discover interactive audio and visual guides that explore the environment, history, and the physical challenges that climbers face on Mount Everest. We hope these stories inspire and drive you to embark on adventures of your own.
Peggy 18.
Pre-order through selected sites right now. In 7 The Days Long Gone, you play as Terran, a master thief who's more than capable of executing any job he takes on. Picking locks, hacking electronics and keeping to the shadows while making as much noise as a dead man is bread and butter. But there is one skill that separates the amateur thief from the professional: movement. More often than not, the quietest path to an objective is the one that's most difficult to traverse. Teriel can climb walls, leap over chasms, slip through windows like a snake, and grab hold of ledges to break a fall. Reaching the objective is one thing, but you'll need to keep moving when the shit hits the fan too. Roll to evade incoming projectiles and blows. Sprint and jump over a charging guard to throw them in the opposite direction. Send a guard tower's lookout plunging to their death with a well-timed push kick. Or slide into a group of enemies to scatter them like Skittles. In an upcoming video, we'll explore the stealth options available to Teriel in more detail. Stay tuned.